Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper One. Let me give you a story and let me talk about it. This is from the military.com. The Army suddenly told hundreds of soldiers they have to be recruiters immediately. And through the article, it says that some of these guys only have 6 days, guys or gals, 6 days to report at recruiting school at Fort Knox, Kentucky. This is unheard of in the military. Usually, if you're going to recruiting school, these are orders cut way in advance. My tinfoil hat is on. You can use these same 800 trained individuals to process draftees into the military. Yes.
Well, we just got through hearing through reliable sources that 800 soldiers are going to be in the next 2 months trained to be recruiters, which that doesn't happen. And they usually don't take soldiers that just out of the blue. They take people who are retiring towards retirement, getting ready for their 20-year retirement. And they're going to train them between now and Christmas. No, the military is always on break at Christmas. And they're going to have emergency training for 800 people, which in my estimation means they intend on immediately processing hundreds of thousands of people.
Yes. Yes. So what they're doing, folks, is the military-industrial complex. I mean, we should just call it what it is, Moloch and the bloodthirsty demons. But they are getting themselves positioned for rapid-fire deployment. So Congress has not passed a reinstatement of the draft yet, but that will be the next thing that happens. And then all of their systems are on go. What can people do?
Well, first off, realize that this is perception management. They already came out and said, oh, we're going to have a draft and we're going to include women. Oh, no, we might not include them. Oh, we're not might have a draft, but we could be, we might not, and we could be. And then the Pentagon gives out a statement saying that if we go to war in Ukraine, it costs 3,600 soldier lives a day.
A day. And that's just in the Ukraine.
So that means they need a bunch of guppies. And whether they create incentives, they're not going to have a volunteer military like they did. I was drafted in 1972 by lottery. I knew 2 months in advance.
And then
I was away to war.
And then back, a recent video I did, it shows the soldiers, they're getting vaccinated. And you, having been through boot camp a zillion years ago, you say, that's not how it's done. Tell them how it's done.
We usually get the booster rounds after you get your first shots in boot camp, which put many people in the hospital.
Bottom line is this, people. If you wind up drafted, which Congress will have to vote on, and if you sit on your butt and you haven't called your congressperson yet and rattled your sheathed saber at them right now about this, then you're not doing your part to save these young people. These are men ages 20 to 25. They're already laying the groundwork. They're getting their recruiters out there. Congress will vote on it. Boom, before you know it, our young men are going to be out on these slaughter fields for another banker's war. So stop listening to me and start making your phone calls and emailing. They all have web addresses where you can get their contact and start sending them your response before they have a time to do it.
And make your plans if you're a conscientious objector. I was told 2 months, boom, I was in, and within 2 weeks, I'm in the hospital from 16 vaccinations. At that time, it was either 16 to 19. They'd give them to you all at once with a gun. And by the time you walk through the line, you get all your shots all on one day. That's enough to kill anybody. So I was in a hospital with infinite rows of beds of men dying from ARDS, being told it was a training accident.
Well, this time they'll be having heart attacks from myocarditis in their barracks before they even get to the killing fields.
So what Aunt Betsy is telling you, you better listen to, folks. You better make your plans. We've been the last couple of days making plans for the young people we know. Because why? I was a conscientious objector, and I imagine anyone with a brain would be. But if you don't want to get shot in the arm, then you better start making your plans.